It is very interesting because we know that pre-pandemic, that working from home and remote working could definitely create an us and them mentality. And there is the danger that with hybrid teams, that there could be groups of workers being disadvantaged. The research is showing that women are preferring to work from home more than men are, and blokes are keener to get back in the office. So that means we might end up with workforces where there are more men in the physical office space and women are working at home. Mm-hmm. We know that employees with disability like working from home because they can manage their health conditions. So if they're at home and not being seen, what does it mean for them? And we know that with presenteeism, pre-pandemic, if managers didn't see an employee in their workplace, they were less likely to give them the interesting jobs, the jobs that led to promotions. And that was particularly the case with women working part-time. Over the last couple of years, managers would have become much better at managing teams remotely and ensuring those career development opportunities are spread more evenly. But there is a risk that once teams start to go back into the office, that uneven distribution of the good roles and the good jobs starts to kick in again. So it's something to think about as we go forward.
And I think, a lot of organisations are thinking about the Great Resignation and obviously taking the lens of, how can we prevent this and retain our talent, which is obviously critical. And our data suggests that one of the key areas to focus on, obviously hybrid remote working we've spoken about, but also learning and development, growth opportunities. Yeah. There are, a real lack of growth opportunities for many employees last year, and our data suggests that that is one of the top reasons that people will look to move, growth opportunities. But I also want to raise the other lens in terms of the Great Resignation, which is this is potentially an amazing opportunity for government agencies to pick up new talent with the future skills they need to drive change and transformation into the future. And so thinking about how you seize this opportunity to pick up the great talent leaving other organisations is definitely a lens I would recommend we think about as well.
But the best meta level advice I can give, and what I've seen in spending a lot of time in jobs data, is that having this strong foundation of kind of highly transferable soft skills is incredibly valuable, just because it does enable you to move between many different jobs. At the same time, having a very, very specific, almost basket of specialized skills, highly, highly specialized. It's almost like you're making a bet on one specialization. And a really good example is engineers. Often they have this really strong foundation of soft skills, but then also just foundational skills, maths, science, etc., highly transferable. And then from there, they begin to make really, really specialized bets. I want to become a civil engineer. I want to become a robotics engineer, whatever that is. And why that's quite important is that when you have a labour market disruption like we've just had with COVID, you find yourself out of a job, or you want to transition to another job, you have many, many options. Many options. You can easily transition from one job to another, but at the same time, you can sort of enjoy the benefits of specialization. So that come from, being in a high-paid job under really good working conditions.